Born and bred on tales of might and hero's destiny, Michael grew into a boy on cloud-like Papa's knee. His archangelic name he learned, and others learned he too, from Homer, Ovid, Virgil, Bede, and Paul, to name a few. 5 years more the boy put on, and with them other names, of Washington and Thomas J., and more of patriot fames, and soon the boy, almost a man, grew bored of swords and flags, as new spring juices filled his veins, and bridle tattered at the reins, when new temptations wax and wane, imbued with vernal brawn and brain, a sultry stream of depth and grit, then turned and sputtered on his spit. When bold Achaeans fade to grime in Irish pubs with complex rhyme, the boy climbs down from Papa's lap, and flees what Papa drags. But bells will toll, and cocks will crow, and destiny will smite, and spring will warm until in June the eggs will hatch their blight. Rootless leaves will be the feast of quails and worms and lice. A boy now come to full fruition, supped on ashen malnutrition, stares upon the dice. Snake eyes left the boy alone, and Michael viewed the dirt, where fruit may bear, such as it be, far dimmer than the skirt. The colours now so bleak and grey, when once of coloured punch, in summer's heat young Michael strove, there is no more free lunch. And harvest spare, and so the bread, the sun's harsh glare now faded red, reminds him of his deeds. A year, a decade more he needs to outlast all the fateful seeds of broken laws and broken creeds. For mercy, naturally, he pleads, but none is there to intercede, for Papa now is dead. His voice grown cold, his hand withdrawn, his memory of greatness gone. The son resents what never was. To him what now is never was. It never was. He never was. There. A spark. A gleam of hope. Loin sprung now, the same as ever. Never, ever, boy, say never. But now more grand and supernal, girt as feminine eternal. Man is nothing, man is dead. Abandon, boy, what's in thy head. Leave too what floweth through thy vessels. Fiction-laden beams and trestles now will bear no more the weight of this, thy boggish, hateful spate, of spurned ladies less than thee. For courage, joy, for liberty? O spiteful youth, the paps are full, and verdure dripping from the dew. The lands of living milk and honey, lavish life, a shower spew of spinning brazen pennies. Splash! And splash, and splash, and splash. The boy put down a hearty sum, and Ebenezer's toil was done, and righteous spoil now fair be won, and evil's tree from blackest roots in literature always bears fruits. On time and pain and transformation Pericles regrets his station true, but cannot sell the past, no. Only fools break from such fast. In giving back endowments keep, glory with redemption heap, and texture on the tapestry. For deeds gone by, when heard to say, "Oh, would you like an ice cream cone?" Or all the warp and weave that show a broken man can walk away from scorched earth under snow. Spring will melt and new blades grow. Oh, would you like an ice cream cone? Some things are none allowed to know. Oh, would you like an ice cream cone? Not omission, sparkling lies, hyperbolic wolfen cries, not concealment, compromise, not agreement in duress, nor dramatic sins confess. Oh, would you like an ice cream cone? Oh, would you like an ice cream cone? The answer is, but yes. One last trial the boy must face, one last choice to make. Burn for nude Angelica, chain quivering on the rocks, the sea spray streaming down her breast and tipped hanging, lone dewdrop. Leave Rogero, though an-hungered, to lance the coils of coastal orc, and Faust remains, and only Faust, to gaze on Gretchen's healing eyes. Subside, subside, subsides. The long and deathward march begins in heavy, fateful steps. He courage not in battle wins, but grinding out precepts. To be? Perhaps, but not to kill. not to be, at least. And all swords dipped in poison be, if scabbards not they fill. Yet to be, and play the game, and roll the dice once more. But this at last with value earned, to feed the kiln its final ore.